I would do it. So you can make it at home. So here I've got my kombucha with all my SCOBYs. It's quite a new kombucha, so it didn't form the big thick cake that it normally formed, but it is still fermented because there's so many SCOBYs in it.
Can you explain what a SCOBY is?
Yeah, absolutely. So a SCOBY is symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, or a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. And what it is within here is a cellulose mat, and this cellulose mat grows as it feeds on the sugar within the kombucha. So in order to start your own kombucha, you need a culture which is contained within the SCOBY, and you add that to tea. So it's very simple. We'll talk about it in detail this morning, but I want to do strawberry kombucha. So it's really, really important. You can't flavor your kombucha while it's being fermented because that could potentially damage the SCOBY with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just drain it out a bit. Then we're going to add strawberries to the kombucha itself.
Can you do the kombucha with another kind of tea in the morning?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
you can totally do kombucha with any tea.
Like a ginger lemon?
No, you can't do it with flavored teas.
Oh, okay.
Flavored teas can harm the bacteria. So only rooibos, green tea, black tea, white tea, or oolong, which is a mix. And that's, you want it the pure tea, and obviously try to get organic. You'll have just a little piece of the cellulose mat, and then some of the liquid. So when you look at your recipe, it's so easy. You're going to get this jar. You're going to make strong rooibos tea. You're going to put a whole bunch of sugar in and mix it up until the sugar dissolves.
When you say a whole bunch of sugar, what would that really be?
I have the recipe exact in the book, but you almost don't even need it. You almost don't even need the recipe because the kombucha is going to eat the sugar, and it will be a different kombucha each time. So if you have so much sugar, then you'll end up with a really strong, almost vinegar-like ferment, because it'll eat up that sugar and it'll be super concentrated. If you have a little sugar, you'll have more of lighter ferment and it'll be more drinkable. You can drink more of it. But as we know, this one is like a vinegar almost. So that's because one, I put like a strong tea, a ton of sugar, and a whole bunch of SCOBY. So this whole bunch of the SCOBY makes it go quicker and makes the fermentation process quicker. So I only did this on the 16th of September. So that's about, what, 2 weeks? About 2 weeks. But you can leave your kombucha SCOBY, I would say, to ferment for a month.
So this is a bit of an exception to the rule in terms of using sugar.
Yes. Because what
Does it have the
happens?
same effect as putting sugar in a drink, or it's different because why? You know?
The kombucha eats the sugar, so the sugar actually disappears. And the longer you leave it, the less the sugar.
I've tried making it without, minimal sugar, and
it doesn't
No,
really
it's not
work.
the same.
No. One thing, like if you're someone who is, working through fighting a Candida problem, kombucha is probably not your best bet. I wouldn't even recommend it to someone with Candida.
You mean not recommend to drink the kombucha?
Don't even drink it.
Okay.
I wouldn't even recommend it just because it does have a small amount of sugar. And really, if you're really trying to fight and really trying to get rid of your Candida problem, you just don't want to have any sugar at all, not even from fruit. The kombucha, you don't want to put anything, you don't want to add anything extra. So you just want the sugar, the tea, and the SCOBY, and water. And if you touch it with your finger, you might get moldy. And then if it gets moldy, it's done. You gotta start all over. So the kombucha you have to be much more clean with. Wash your hands, make sure you have a really clean container. That's really important. Like if your container's dusty or dirty on the inside, that can damage it. Harvest it, you want to leave some of that kombucha liquid. Keep brewing it. When you're not around, like I travel so much, I just take all the SCOBY and I put it in one jar and just fill it till it is covered with kombucha, and then put a teaspoon of raw cane sugar or coconut sugar in it, kind of stir it up, and then I just leave it in my fridge. No problem. You can leave it there for months. It'll be fine. Yeah. So I'm going to cut up a few of these strawberries. I'm going to put these strawberries in here, and the kombucha is going to suck up the strawberry. It's going to taste